Welcome back. So yeah, we are back again and we're going to work with KNN. So I have checked YouTube chat. I can read YouTube chat and I can read TradingView chat. Okay, let's see. So KNN is around here, and let me see where the hell I have all of this. Okay, so here we have all of the code related to the KNN library, the KNN stuff. Even let's move this to the right. Okay, so improved. Library and KNN.md, so that we know what the hell are we going to do, even if I don't know quite well. So let me show you what we're going to do today. Here it is. So what we are going to do today is check if we fixed anything in the library in order to update it. Make the nice variables script. Then so the main idea is to take everything that we have learned in the last 3 videos and make so we have, let me show you, we have this script from lastguru, okay, which is here, and which works with KNN. So we have the parameters, and it works with long and short, I mean with crossover from fast MA and slow MA, okay, and it tries to learn from that, and then you can see how results are better when you turn on KNN, even if I don't like too much how this is all done. But yeah, so the idea is we want to write all of this script with the new library which lastguru did, which is here. Okay, here there is a library that helps us to write the KNN. So we are going to write the script better than it was originally done, with new variable names and so on. And we are also we are going to use these functions too, although we are not going to use the library but our own function, so that we can later on modify the functions if we need to, because I want to modify them to have 3 variables in the future, so I need them in the script. Later on I can remove them from the script and put them into a library if it's needed. But yeah, and then the explanation about KNN, I'm going to explain it quite quick, just in case someone doesn't know what this is all about. So I already showed this the other day, but so basically if you train the if you put okay, let me see how can I describe this, and let me try to. So if you have a series of points that are together, that means something like this ones, which means is next to this point here, and maybe these points here, which might mean we are far away from this point. Then when there is a new point that you don't know if it's from here or from here, KNN it's going to tell you if it's here or here, okay? And that's it. So when you are trading, you can say, please, the points that give me more results, put it here, and the points that give me less results, put them here, okay? And that's a bit what you have here. Okay, so sorry. So that's the idea. The idea is put everything that goes well here, put everything that goes bad here, and then when a new point happens, you know more or less if you are here or if you are here. I mean, it all depends on the data. So okay, so now we're going to go back to the original code that we had here, and we will try and see. I mean, let's see if I can make any sense of this. So here I have the okay, so the improved code and the old code. So the old code is what was originally in the code, and the improved code is yeah, that's a good question. What the hell is the improved code? Because okay, this is version 4. Okay, let's search. Let's take a look at all of these changes and see what the hell have we done, because okay. Okay, so let's try to see what we did the other day, so that you can you can understand what was done the other day, and that way I can understand to what the hell I need to do right now, because I want to improve from the old code to the new one, but I'm not sure I'm doing this right. So here you can see how version 4 becomes version 5. Then some spaces are being modified. So this is how version 4 gets converted to version 5, thanks to the trading view wizard. So as you can see, ABS becomes math.abs. Okay, and much more stuff like crossover is TA crossover, TA is cross under, etc, etc. So let's see what more we did with all of this to see where it makes sense to stop and then apply our changes. Okay, here there was an improvement that was this KNN learn iterations. Okay. So this was about adding a new variable so that this can learn until you have learned enough. Yeah. And then okay, maybe I can compare the two with the last one that I have, which is improved without any suffix. Okay, here you can see how we have this start time so that we can know when we start and when we don't start. And then we have a lot of stuff here. Yeah. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I need to think a bit how to handle this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back. So I think I know what I want to do. So what we are going to do today is the following thing. So let's write it down. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is make the current improved version less debug, to have less debug, and also we are going to modify it so that have nicer variables, so on. Okay, so we're going to make a pure script and then integrate into Zignaly template, because that's what I want to do in the end, so that I can test this with risk management and so on. Okay, so yeah, that's what we are going to do today. So first of all, I want to compare the latest copy of improved, which is this one here, with yeah, the last one, just in case I have to make copy or not. Let me see. So they are the same thing. So apparently I didn't need to fix anything because the problem was in the old version. So so I'm going to modify this file, so there is no need to open the old code or this copy here. So we will play with this one. So I will do the changes step by step, so that it's easier to check. Okay. Oh my god. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Training View. So let me see. And there was, yeah, so now, yeah, so the idea is to make this code better, so that I can then move it to my template. Okay, so so far I have the functions from the library, which I'm not going to modify right now. We might take a look at them later, but yeah, all of these inputs are bullshit. I mean, I don't like them. Then what the hell do we have here? Yeah, the filter, whatever. So I'm going to modify all of this so that later on I can copy and paste to my template, and it's easier for me to understand everything. So let's take a look. So the first thing we will need to do is to fix the template, the inputs. Okay, so let's open here the inputs, and you can see how we have some inputs here on the top, and on the bottom we have some more inputs after the function's definition. We want everything into a single section, single input sections. Okay, and yeah, so let's move this there so that everything is in the same place, and probably move also these inputs header here, although I'm more used to write it like this. Okay, So we can remove all of these spaces. Okay, so now variables that have all capital letters on them are supposed to be constants, if I'm not mistaken, according to the TradingView coding guidelines. Okay, I use them not as constants in some of my scripts, but you need to do this properly. So this is going to be the KNN source. Okay, so let's write KNN source and let's replace everything. So fast is the KNN fast fast MA, even if it's not KNN related, because it's this is the fast MA from the strategy, but it's not actually KNN related. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we can call this lastguru. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I also have some fast MA on the other strategy, so I'm not sure what to put here. Let's call this fast MA length. Okay, yeah. Slow, it's going to be the same thing. So instead, wait a moment, instead of fast is slow. Look at this. Apply. Yeah, this is going to be apply KNN filter. Filter. Not apply. This is not something that you need to fix if you don't want to, but every script that I do, I use enable, disable. I don't use apply, so that's why I'm going to replace this with enable. But if you think that apply suits better for you, then you do it like that. Okay, filter length. This actually is used. Why is this used at all? MFI. Yeah, okay. So this is a filter, and a smooth is also used for DMI. Wait a moment. So the filter is used on ADX and on MFI. So this is actually two different inputs, if you ask me. Yeah. So we have filter and smooth, and filter is twice. Yeah, okay, let me fix this. So filter is twice, smooth is for ADX. Okay, let me check on the bottom buffer what we have, because otherwise I am a bit lost. So here we have a filter. Nice. Yeah, so wait a moment. So what we want here, so the filter was in two places at the same time. Yeah, so we want to have two different filters. So the first one is for ADX. Yeah, so ADX filter length. and the other one is MFI filter length. Yeah, okay. So this is ADX and this is MFI. Even if it's the same thing right now, later on, if you want, you can replace this. So MFI. Okay, look at that. Now this is very... So a smooth is something about ADX. So yeah, so ADX smoothing maybe. Yeah, look at that. ADX is smooth. Wait a minute. ADX is smoothing. And that's it. Okay. What more do we have here? KNN, Nearest Neighbours. Yeah, this one is going to be difficult because I mean, I guess that there are many variables that share this string, this KNN string. So even if when I find and replace, I think I have this thing about so I would say KNN Nearest Neighbours. I mean, this is usually called K, but okay, as you can see here, it's trying to replace too much stuff. So let's see if I can pinpoint. I can work with complete words. Okay, this is a comment, but and finally okay, I think we are done. So dist is the minimum difference, but it's called dist because it's like a distance. This is also something not very interesting because we don't know what the hell is this about. So let's write this. This is the KNN minimum difference, and that's it. So now we have replaced down here this thing here and probably the comment down here. Okay. Okay, let's keep working on the top buffer. Okay, background. Okay, so this is about drawing the background, which I am not using myself. I mean, it's here, but I am not using it. So I'm going to just remove it because why have some stuff that you are not going to use? I don't need to check what the background color it is. Yeah, this is from me, so it's already the right syntax, not calling guideline. Okay, so boolean, %. So these are constants that I use myself. I don't know if this is very good, but I saw it in PineScript and I use them when I have to choose between different options. So I do it like this, so that this is only defined once, and then you use this as a variable. Okay, KNN type if it's boolean or if it's %. This is a new feature from the library. And the matrix memory, which by default we set this to 5, even if it's too small, but we set this to 5. And Yeah, we might want to set this to something like 200 or I don't know, maybe 50. I'm not sure which is the right value here. Let's put 100 just randomly. Okay, so now we can see how the inputs are all of them in the same place. We are missing the tooltips, although I think I'm going to write the tooltips in the last step, so that this is better. I mean, so that I can work a lot with this, and then when I know what the hell I want to do, then I will write the tooltips. Okay. Although I could write the sections. That makes sense. The sections make sense to write them. So let's think about this a bit. So tooltip, let's say that we don't have any tooltip. Inline. Yeah, right now I'm not going to bother about it line because I don't know what I want to have in the same line. Okay, but the group here needs to be KNN, so that later on I can use it on the. Okay, let's do this like this, so that it's a bit better to understand everything here. And here you are. Okay, so this is how you improve. What is matrix memory? So matrix memory is actually matrix size. Yeah, let me see if I can find this. Matrix memory. Maybe I should rename this to matrix size. Let me show you what the hell is this variable. So when you call this wrapper, this 2KNN wrapper function, the third argument is the minimum. Wait a minute. No, the fourth argument. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the matrix memory, and the fourth argument, and you can check here the function. So this is the def. Okay, matrix size limit. So this is again another problem with this script, is that it has the vocabulary is all around and you don't understand anything. Okay, so you can see here how I mean I like the script, and I thank lastguru for the script, but you can see how this is confusing. So it's matrix memory, okay, or matrix size if you want, and then you also have depth. Okay, so which is it the correct name? Okay, so this is something that we will have to decide, so that everything has the same name and that we are not confused because of this. So the def here is used on KNN store def, which is the last one. So this max rows, limit the matrix size to this number of rows. Yeah, that's it. Maximum size. So yeah, it's maximum size. I think that's the maximum size, or size maximum size. matrix maximum size. Yeah, let's call it like that. Matrix maximum size. Yeah, look at that, maximum size. So this is going to be replaced with my maximum size. It's too long variable, but I mean, if it explains what the variable does, then it's better. Okay, so so what I was saying before. Oh, look at that! We have these inputs here also that I need to move them down, because otherwise this is not okay. This is not an input, but sometimes I put non-input code inside the input section because it makes sense, because it's only defined here. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to make a copy, even if it doesn't, even if I have not tried it. I'm going to make a copy because I like to do this. I like to do copies. So this is copy 16. Later on we will use GIT because I will be working with my GitHub repo, but right now I'm working with this script so that I have something that I can copy and paste more easily than anything. So okay, let's maybe input improvement, too much improvement here. Okay, so before going on, what we are going to do right now is we are going to copy and we are going to test this in TradingView. Okay, and we are going to test this because maybe it's not working as expected because we have replaced too much stuff. Okay, and so yeah, so this is the old code which we don't care too much, and now we are going to check the new code. So let's copy and paste and see if it even works. Okay, more than one group and more. Oh yeah, that's line 25. Yeah, I have probably, yeah, look at that group. This one that didn't need this because I already added it before, so this should be like this. Okay, let me damn it, let me test this again. Okay, now it works properly. Now I'm going to make this stupid thing about copying this thing again, because I have just make a bit of fix. So now 16 has the latest version. Okay, now we can focus on more stuff. So so we have managed to fix the inputs more or less. Okay. Okay, let's work on the bottom buffer. We can maybe remove some comments, that some lines that we are not using, because there is too much the back here. There is too much lines which we don't need. Okay, so let's let's not try to import this. Nearest neighbor default was 23. Yeah, this is a comment related to KNN, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see what we can remove from down here. KNN, MA. Yeah, I mean, this is related to KNN, but not too much. These are the MA. Yeah, the MI, okay, I don't care with all of these functions. So the other thing that I also do is moving the functions to a single place so that we can work with them. So let's just move the functions here. Wait, we are going to move the functions later because otherwise this is going to be too much changes. Okay, filter. Yeah, if you want to, we have the filter here. Then we plot the strategy. I mean, these are the bugs. Actions. Yeah, that's related to plotting. Yeah, the background, plotting the slow MA and so on. So here we have too much noise. So we are going to remove all of this. Later on we will see if we want to debug or not. What to print? Okay, this is the debug about what the hell is inside of the matrix. So this is nice to have. So I'm not sure if I'm going to remove it, but we will find out a way for this to be better, because right now it's not very good. So I'm not sure. Yeah, we probably want to remove this because later on we will work with different matrices in the main scope. So we will be able to just do a print of a to print of the matrix. Okay. To print. Okay, so now we have something which is a bit better, a script. Let's make a copy. So this is going to be 17. What the hell is this? Less comments. Whatever. Okay, now let's move the functions so that this is a bit better. So the functions are going to be moved there. So we have these functions here. Okay, and then let me see here. Now that you have the functions out of the way, you can see how you have one fast MA, one slow MA, and then you have an ADX, and that's it. You don't care how the functions work. You know that you have this. And then you also have this MFE thing. So this is going to be moved also here on the function sides. Okay. And you have this MFI. Okay. So look at that. Yeah. Let's make another copy, even if it's, I don't think I will need to
go back to those versions here, but okay, so this, instead of less comments, this is functions reorg. Okay, let's see. So the script is more and more easier for me to understand and to copy and paste everywhere I need. Yeah, okay, so we have this filter here, and we also have this matrix str. So let's try to remove this thing about matrix str and everything. Yeah, because otherwise this is getting too much complex because of the matrix being inside of the function. I want the matrix to be outside of the function, okay? So let me see if I can manage not to break everything here. So the matrix str is used so that we can have these nice levels here. So if I want to debug, I can check what the hell is inside of the matrix, and then I have this matrix called 3 that I no longer use. But this thing I don't need it because I have already debugged this, and now I want to have something nice, not something simple. So let's remove this. Let's remove all of this that we don't need at all. And yeah, so what about this filter? Yeah, this filter is only used to get these additional values which we no longer need. Matrix rows number is no longer needed because it was also a debug variable, and matrix str we no longer need it because it was a debug variable. Okay, so matrix str rows number, we don't need it. This is needed because we want to know when this has learned, and these two variables here are also debug variables, so we remove them. Another thing that we need to remove here is all of this that are debug variables. If you check that every one of them has TMP on them, so this only needs this KNN do KNN only needs to return two variables, which is, are we going long or not? That's the thing. So let's take a look at this function. Let's go to its return values. Let's remove everything here, but before removing it, let's get all of this stuff from here, because these are these are debug variables that we no longer need to have here on this function. If we need to debug this, we will debug it from the main scope because we will have the matrix there. Okay, I think we can remove this. My slide length, apparently I have removed it. Filter, yeah, so filter is just temporary variable here, which doesn't help at all, which what we have here, and the filter is here. Look at that. Okay, so now we can remove this. Matrix rows number, it's here, no longer needed. Yeah, matrix str is just matrix to string, Maybe this one we want to keep later on if we want to debug or whatever, you know. But okay, so now what we have is a function that only returns two variables, and we are okay with that because it means that here we have much less noise. So we have this wrapper which has a lot of inputs, and then it says we go long or we don't go short, and then thanks to this we can decide to go long or not, you know. Okay, so this is about removing debug. So let me see. So this is remove deep debug. Before going on, we are going to test the new code in 3D view. Otherwise, we don't know if we are doing something wrong without knowing it, and we want to know it if we are doing something wrong or not. Okay, so apparently everything is okay, so that's nice. Okay, I'm not sure if I need to do some. Yeah, I mean the plot actions, I usually move everything related to plot into one place. So yeah, so the way I do stuff is I just move it to the bottom, but you know, this is not too much this is not too much useful to know. So actions, maybe they add the actions part, although I don't use actions myself. Use KNN neighbors 7 or 9 or 63. Yeah, but which time frame? Have you tried time frame, or are you talking about 5-minute time frame? So Priya, which I have here, asks, Priya suggests to use neighbor 7, 9 or 63, which I guess is what the hell is this? Nearest Neighbours. Okay, I think it means it wants us to modify this variable here, but he doesn't tell us. He has not damn it, he has not told us if this was 1 hour time frame or 5 minutes time frame or whatever time frame it was. That is why I have asked him to clarify. Okay. 1 hour. Oh, nice. Nice, because I want to try this in 1 hour. Okay. Yeah. So now I should be able to say something like this is the final copy, something like that. Okay, so now I'm going to integrate this into my Zignaly template so that I can make risk management and so on, but I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Please bear with me. Okay, so I'm back. So before using my template, I'm going to take a screenshot of this, because now we have the latest version here. Wait a moment. Why the hell there are no traits? There should be traits, unless... Wait a moment. So we only have one trait here, but that's because we have changed the maximum matrix, the KNN matrix maximum size to 100 instead of 5. But what the hell I'm doing wrong here? Boolean %. Yeah, we want Boolean. What the hell? Learn iteration 0. Wait a minute. We haven't changed this so much for this not to work properly. Yeah, I wanted to take a screenshot of all of the traits, even if it's not going to be the same thing, because I have risk management, but we could check the number of traits. But now I am seeing that this is not working properly, and you ask yourself, why the hell is this not working properly? And I say, I don't care. I'm going to compare what we have done today. So today we have worked from here. So this 15 version. So I can compare 15 version. Oh my god, I wasn't expected this to break so much, but as you can see, I have not tested every step. I have not tested every step, so okay, let's do one thing first. Let's try 15 version and see if it has one trait or if it has more than one trait. But let's not forget that 50 version has by default 5 KNN, 5 neighbors. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, look at that. I am in replay mode, so here you only have 4 traits. I mean 4 traits, 4 different labels which trigger one single trait, and I am on replay mode. That's why I wasn't seeing anything. So if we remove replay mode, we have this thing here. However, let me see. Let's set the memory, which here is here. This is to 100, I think we have set. So with 100 memory, what happens here? The string is too long. Oh, that's because we are plotting. Oh my god. Okay, let's think. What about 10? Is it okay with 10? Okay, so this is memory 10. Let's take a screenshot. Let's compare with the latest version, and we will see if it's the same thing or not, because otherwise, otherwise this is not going to work properly. So we have used 10, isn't it? Now I don't care if this is so. Okay, so we reset everything and we set this to 10. Do we get the what? Yeah, I have the same thing in the screenshot. So we have 68 trades and it's 28% profitable. Okay, now this is 50 version. Okay, now I'm going to test our latest version and see what the hell happens with it. So copy and paste. And if wait a moment, seriously, 100. Learn iterations is 0. Okay, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so if I use 10 traits, I mean 10 memory size, we got the same result. So this means that we are quite confident that the new code is equal to the old code and we can move on. Okay, so let's move on. But look at that, if you reset setting and you set this to 100, you have, well, I don't like to match this thing, but you have these results here. But yeah, the point is that now I can make a screen capture of this so that I can later on compare to what I have on the new script. Or I mean, I can look the video and compare if I need to. Okay, so yeah, so let's short. I'm curious. Oh, look at that. Look at this risk management. That has no sense. So we have 256% drawdown on a 5-minute time frame, and this short trade is open from like how many hours? Almost 15 hours open this trade. This does not make sense in 5 minutes. I mean, when you win, maybe it makes sense, but when you are losing so much, I don't think it makes sense. But anyway, we are not going to discuss this. Yeah, okay. So let's work with the template. Okay, so here we are on my repos. So the first thing I want to do is the library from lastguru. So this is which is the name, which is okay. So we have. Wait a minute. I have not modified the functions. Now that I think about it, I have not modified the functions, and the KNN functions, I don't like them too much because it's once again the same thing. So I might make more changes here. 1 second. Okay, so here I have this problem. So this is a feature, then it calls P1 and P2 because these are points from the KNN standpoint of view, but I mean then we have all of these variables that can collide with high-level variables. This came from a library, so you don't need to care too much about the variable names. But if you're going to integrate this into another script, yes, you have to be careful about this. So I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure what to do here much. Okay, so feature 1 value, feature 2 value. Okay, let's try to fix all of this. I mean adapt to my own way doing stuff. So all of these previous variables, feature 1, feature 2, add to add a storage matrix. I mean, why don't you call it feature 1 and feature 2 and that's it? Why use P1 and P2? Okay, doesn't matter. Let's try to use this. Yeah. Okay. This is going to be feature 1 because that's how I do it myself. So let me see if I manage not to break everything I mean. Now P2 is going to be feature 2. Yeah. Okay, let me see. And then this KNN is also P because this is a parameter of function and I don't want it to collide with anything else. So this is P, KNN. This is the matrix, which we probably want another name, but you know, SRC. Okay, it's the current, I mean the current price is actually open, but so we also want this to be something else. And finally max rows, which is the size. So this is the maximum size, okay, of the matrix. So here it makes sense that max rows becomes maximum size with the B. So let's see. Yeah, now maximum size is bigger than 0 and matrix something. Look at that. Now everything that it's a parameter is used here, and now we have all of these variables which are only used here, and they need to keep their values between the bars. That's why we have bar here. And yeah, so this is previous. I'm not going to write previous, but this is previous future one. Sorry. So pref p1, it's going to be previous future one, and yeah, and the same thing we need to do with 2. Okay. Finally, the source needs to be replaced with something which is going to be yeah, I mean source. Yeah, this is the source. Wait, I am damn it. Okay. Let me fix. So PSRC needs to be P source, because this is source. Why would you want to use PSRC, which is not meaningful enough when you can use source instead? And here I did not want to use this like that, but this other way around, which is like this, so that we know that they are local variables, but they don't collide with global scope variables, even if they have to collide. Okay, now I am happy with what I have here. Maybe we can change this here for later on to have, if we move this back to a library, it's going to be easier if everything matches here. Okay, so now we should be able to read this, which is how do you store stuff. So basically, so if the matrix is too big, then you remove a row from here, and then what happens here? Yeah, I mean, this is difficult to understand what the hell does this, but yeah, it adds a row at the end of the matrix, and it depends on the source being bigger than the previous source. That's what I don't like about this strategy, about how it defines that this is a good idea to store stuff here. Okay, this means long. Okay, and if it's not true, then it means short, and that's not how I think this needs to be implemented. Okay, so maybe we can test this real quick and see what happens. This is sort of a double top in yeah. Okay, this works the same. Nice. Let's make a version here. Wait, here. What the hell is function change? We will make several of them. Okay, store %. It's the same thing as above, but instead of saving this, we save the percentage. I mean, it doesn't have this maximum size properly. As I mean, yes, it has it. has it, but okay, let's split this so that it's easier to do, because I'm going to copy and paste from the top function. So, okay, so down here we have the percent, and on the top we have the boolean function, which is we store boolean value, whatever. Okay, so I think we can manage to copy and paste many of the stuff that we have here because it's the same thing. So results are binary up down and results are in percent, and then everything else seems the same thing to me. Max rows, maximum size, something 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 something. So all of this, damn it, all of this, I'm going to copy it here. Nice. And then well, we need to replace most of what we have here, which I think is exactly the same thing. Wait. So I'm up here, copy, and I paste here. That's it. And then, well, most of it's going to be the same exact thing. So then how do you remove the I mean, this could be done with an abstract function or whatever, so that we have less stuff here. Okay, let's not modify this for the moment, and let's modify the rest of it. So this is clearly the same thing here. Okay. What the hell? Okay. So let me see if I can pinpoint the difference. So I think that everything is the same thing. The only difference is this thing here, which is different. So what I can do is I can copy and paste the original, I mean not the original, the percent one. I can, wait a minute, you don't have an A or something, you just save the percentage. That's interesting. Okay, so we copy this and we paste it here. Look at that. Tricks row. Yeah, so we have more than needed. Okay, so now source is this thing here, and the previous source is the one from here. That's it. So now we can remove this one here, and now we have this nice percentage, which is the same thing as above, but instead of having this thing, we have this other thing here, which is putting this in a percentage. Wait a minute, is this a right percentage or not? So I guess this is, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is a right percentage, but let me test this. So let's assume that the previous source was 100 and the new one is 120. Okay, so that means that if the current one is 120, we have like this, and the previous one is 100, then this means that it's 20. Okay, so this is plus 20. That's okay with me. Okay, what happens if it's the other way around? So what happens if we were in, so if the new value is 100 and we were in 120, so you have minus 16.16. You don't have minus 20. So yeah, that's a question that I have. That's a question that I have, if this is okay or not. Ask lastguru about percentages, or maybe try to fix ourselves the calculus. Shouldn't the percentage be minus 20% when you go from 120 to 100? I mean, oh no, that's not right, because 120 is minus, yeah. No, answer no. It's actually the 16% of 100 is actually 20. I mean, it makes sense. It's bigger, so it makes sense. Even if I'm not sure if the idea. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, okay. No need to ask lastguru. I mean, I think the name is lastguru. Sometimes I mess up his name and I call him something else. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. More stuff to be changed so that I am confident that this is going to work properly. Okay, let's make another test and see what happens in TradingView. Hopefully it does not explode. Okay, look at that, line 64. KNN is not defined. $64. Yeah, that's right. This should be here. That's the only thing that I have not replaced from above, because it didn't make sense to be replaced. Look at that. It made sense to be replaced. Okay, now we have the same chart, so we are okay. Let's overwrite version 22. Let's go on. What the hell is this? KNN get, okay. Get neighbors. Okay. Percent feature source maximum size. Okay, here we have also this stuff about distance. Okay, and this is slice of k results, which is maybe a slice size. I mean, why would you use k? I mean, yes, k probably is, yeah, k is neighbors. Okay, let's take a look at the bottom to see how KNN get is used somewhere else. So it's used here, and yes, k is the nearest neighbors. Okay. So let's take a look at the inputs. How the hell this k is called now? It's called KNN nearest neighbors, which is wrong, by the way. So let me fix this. Neighbors. Neighbors. No. Yeah. It's not even right after I have fixed it. It's without this U. Okay, now we are right. Okay, so KNN nearest neighbors. I mean, it's nearest neighbors number. Nearest neighbors. I hate this because it's too big to what it shouldn't be. So big name, but I don't care. I'm going to go with it. Okay, so now we have neighbor number. So yeah, so distance, oh my god, distance. The distance also we have rename it, and it's minimum difference, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this distance is minimum difference. So this is minimum difference. Okay, distance, and that's it. Create a distance array. Wait a minute. Minimum difference array. No, this is not right. We should undo all of this. This is a distance array, so there's no need to rename this. However, this minimum difference is used somewhere, and we need to take it into account somewhere else. Okay, so this is the result. Distance, neighbor number, Yeah, okay, let's try to rename distance here so that it's parameter. Okay, result is also a parameter, so let's just rename it so that I am happy within my template and so on. So this M matrix, which is whatever, is a temporary matrix. So we add stuff here and then we sort it so that we can yeah, so this is matrix. I mean, it's matrix, which we don't care too much. So this is matrix. I mean, it's temporary matrix. I mean, I don't like, if I do not know what this is doing, I prefer not to. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is matrix and this R is row. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to understand that this is a row from a matrix. So row and row. Okay, nice. So now everything that's here, it's not going to collide with my. I mean, if the libraries were easier to implement, I wouldn't be doing this, but it's a pain in the ass to write libraries and update them and so on. So I need to use functions on the same what's the name? On the same script. Okay, let's go on. Create a distance array. Yeah, what the hell is the distance used? Now I want to know where the distance is used, because P1, P2, so it's probably, the distance is probably used here. I think the distance is called skew here. The minimum distance. Minimum difference is the skew, which we're going to modify. We are not going to have a skew, we're going to have minimum difference, and that's it, because nonsense, everything has a different name for everything. We don't want this, we want everything to have a nice name that makes sense. Okay, so let's go on a bit more. So we have managed to fix this, to modify it a bit. Param result, yeah, so this should be fixed here, and yeah, let's try and see what happens now with all of this. Okay, apparently it has done it properly. I'm not sure if I have to make a copy or not, so I'm going to do it anyways. I want to use the GIT, but it's quite difficult to do it, so here. Okay, KNN matrix P1, P2, this sounds too familiar, so we're going to add this on the bottom. And on the top, we're going to search something else that uses these same values. So we have this here. Okay. So now we can just replace this, and probably all of this can be replaced here. Look at that. And now we can think about replacing all of this. Yeah, and KNN. Yeah, so this KNN is many places. Okay. So now we have this, and this. And we have some variables here, which, I mean, probably we don't have to care about I. And N here. What the hell is N here? Oh, this is the yeah, oh, look at that. This is the matrix. Wait a minute. Are you using this anywhere else? So this is the index. So this is matrix last index. Matrix last index. I mean, I don't like this, but so matrix last index, and then you have this I that loops. I don't think this is going to collide with anything, so I'm not sure. So we can call this an index, now that I think about this. An index, so this is an index. So we loop the index here. So in index, and we get everything. Okay, what about this? This is also a variable that we need to modify. Okay, so this is the distance array. So I don't like this being dist. This is going to be the distance array, and that's it, because otherwise you don't know if this is an integer, a float, whatever. This is distance array, and that's it. Okay, so nice. Let's make another test and see if this does not explode. I mean, I'm not sure we're going to be able to use the record signal template today because it's late. Okay. What the hell? How much do we need to do here? DMI. Oh my god, I hate all of this because it makes, we need to do this because otherwise later on we have a lot of problems because variables collide everywhere. And yeah, so I think I might end here the stream, and that's it. So I cannot give you any script, but you know, yeah. So we are almost there, but we are not. Let's make another copy just in case I have not done it. We have tested this and it works. I mean, I don't like how this looks. We can play a bit with settings if you want to, like maybe having less memory. We can see how maybe we can say please learn a bit with 10 iterations so that you can better what to do. But and here you can see the difference. If we don't enable the KNN filter, we have something different. I mean, much more trades. Result is more or less the same thing, but drawdown, maybe drawdown is worse. Yeah, drawdown is worse than what we have in the KNN's filter, but I mean, we don't have to focus on the results right now because we are focusing on making everything better so that we can then later on integrate it and test it with risk management and so on. So it's getting late for me, so I'm going to end the stream here. And so the next video, where the hell is this? Next video, it's going to be, yeah, next video it's going to be here. So this is part 5 to do. Next video, it's going to be finish improving the KNN functions and the ADX MFI functions. And then we integrate with Zignaly templates so that we can do risk management and much more stuff, and probably then improve on the KNN functions themselves, which probably it's here explained. Yeah, you can see here how we can try to use 3 variables instead of 2. Use more than 1 KNN matrix. That's what I want to do, to see what happens there, and probably work in 1 hour. But this is what we want to do for the next day, okay? Yeah, so thank you very much for watching till the end. Bye.